Hey, good morning. Listen, when you trade in the markets, you want to treat it as if you're doing a boxing match. And if you want to do any other sport, you can. The analogies is going to transfer over. So if you think of boxing, let's say we have a boxing match that's 10 rounds. Each time that you enter the market for a trade, that's going to be a round. So if you have a 10 round boxing match, you want to make sure you do not get knocked out in the first round. So, what does that look like? Well, let's say for whatever reason that we're in this market and you decided that you were going to go short at this level right here. All right. So, you're up around 11 pips, but then look what happened. And for whatever reason, if you didn't have a stop loss in place, you just reckless. Price just moved back over 92 pips to the upside. You just got knocked out. You got destroyed. So, how can you protect yourself? How can you survive to get to the 10th round? It's by having a proper risk management. Protect yourself at all times. When it's time to take a shot, you take a shot. But you get a feel for your opponent. And you move, you weave, you bob. And over time, when it's time to take a shot, you can. But so many people come into the first round and looking for a knockout where you should be scoring points, taking trades to decent levels, getting out at decent levels, not getting too greedy, not getting too cocky. So if we do a 10 round boxing match, if I came into market today and I'm looking at the Euro USD, that's round one. Now, you could do it however you want. You could say, hey, I'm going to do 10 rounds just on the Euro USD. It could be on the US dollar, Japanese yen. It could be on the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. It could be on the British pound, euro, whatever pair. Can you commit to having a week or maybe two, it depends, to where you say, hey, I'm just going to do 10 full rounds on one pair, meaning that you got 10 trades to take. And it doesn't matter if you're losing in the first, second, third, or fourth round. Why? Because let's say if your risk reward is correct, you're still in the fight. In the ninth and 10th rounds, you may end up scoring enough in the ninth round that can help you. But then on that 10th, you may have one of these 90 pip moves or whatever that does what? It gives you the knockout. And although you were losing on all those other rounds, that knockout, you won the match. And at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to win the match. Because some of you have a lot of micro wins. You won a lot of rounds. And then the opposite happens to you. In either the ninth or 10th round, you get knocked out, which means all the rounds that you won, it gets eliminated by one mistake. So today I want you to take that analogy and try to apply it. Now, if you don't want to do 10 rounds, do five, do three. I don't care, but do something that allows you to think and train as if you're a skilled fighter. If you need to go down to demo, that's your sparring sessions. Practice on that. And then you need to say, hey, I have a date that I'm going live. Don't sit out here and have just that, oh, now I'm just ready to just jump. No, have a date so you get prepared. So what is this? It's February 28th. Maybe you'll tell yourself that you're gonna go live in your first fight. Maybe be I don't know, March the 8th, next Wednesday, something like that, right? Take that, work with it, See if it's something that can fit for you. We got to break these things down um, into I'm sorry, into actionable. It translates over. It makes a lot of sense. And if you are an athlete or play, any sport before, you can use any sport you want. If you want to use basketball, you want to use football. Football players practice prior to the days leading up to the game, and then they go out and they execute. And whatever they got wrong, what do? They go back, I look at the tape, and then they have correction days. Well, guys, you could do the same thing too. Some more videos. What I do is I just break down some things that you can do and see if that be beneficial to you. But for this exercise, think about a fight, set your rounds. You want to do 5 rounds, you want to do it like UFC, maybe three to 5 rounds, right? Maybe that'd be good for some of you who are swing traders. So they got shorter rounds, but it's heavier because you're a swing trader, and that's what UFC. You rarely see a UFC fight. There's going to be some 10 rounds, it's because the sport is so brutal. It doesn't want that time factor. The longer you're in that octagon, the more you increase your probability of getting an injury. So they don't want that, and that's why you see a lot of stoppage real early in UFC, uh, because they want to minimize damage. Versus boxing, you can go to distance, and you're just taking these little micro hits over and over and over again. You can sustain a lot of injuries, but both got their different styles. Try it. Like I said, try to do 10 rounds. You can you could do it to where you could do it for the week, or you could stretch it out. You might say, hey, if it takes me 10 rounds over a month, that's fine. That means you just took 10 trades in the month. Some of you will be like, oh, that's crazy. It's ridiculous. 10 rounds in a whole month, basically 10 trades in a month. That's not feasible. Yes, it is. That means that you're literally waiting for the proper setups to take your shots. And then after your 10 is done, you go back and you look and see, was I profitable? If it wasn't, you lost the match. Simple as that. And you're going to look and you're going to see like, wow, I won round 2 and 3. I lost 4 or 5, but then I run 6, 7, and 8. And then I lost 9 and I got knocked out in 10. Or I lost, these other 4, and it was more than what I won. So you lost the match. Play around with it, see if you like it. But always micro tasks, do the work, stay in the game. It's your boy E White. I'm out. Hit the like button, subscribe. Have a great day.